Yo, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing great. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 10 UFC prospects from the last decade that the UFC thought was going to be some hot shit. Wasting no time, bro. First up on the list from 2015, number 1, they had Holly Holm. Low-key, I think that's a good pick. I mean, she went on to fucking KO Ronda Rousey. She became champ. Maybe didn't age too well in the later years, but for 2015, I think that was a good pick. Tom Breeze. I'm not going to waste too much time on guys that I'm really not too sure, bro. Like Tom Breeze, not so good of a pick, didn't age well. Sage Northcutt, this is actually a crazy pick considering what happened, the whole ONE FC thing. This guy had so much potential, but they rushed him way too early. So this would have been a sick pick. Joe Duffy, that's a wild pick as well. Don't even know who this is. Kamaru Usman, this is a crazy pick considering what Kamaru Usman went on to be. This is a great fucking pick. Number 6 in 2015, that's an amazing pick. Magomed Mus. I mean, I don't even know, whatever. And then at number 10, I don't even know who this guy is. Yeah, I don't think the 2015 class was too bad. I mean, it could be worse, but also definitely could be a whole lot better. The only 3 picks I think are valid on here are Alex Oliveira, Kamaru Usman, and Holly Holm. Oh, and moving over to 2016, they had Mickey Gall as their number 1.
Bruh.
I don't know about you, but that is actually the worst pick I've ever seen in my life. He went on a 3-0 run beating CM Punk, and then I believe he took 3 L's in a row and then got cut. Yeah, this is actually a terrible fucking pick. Chris Cyborg, not a terrible pick, but it's also crazy to see considering where she's at now in her career. Lando Venata also didn't age too well. Now this is a crazy pick. In 2016, these motherfuckers had Randy Brown listed. Now that's a crazy pick. We just seen Randy Brown beat Nicholas Dalby. Randy Brown's making a resurgence. This is actually an insane fucking pick by the UFC. If I were to make a prospect list for 2025, I'd probably put Randy Brown on that. Brandon Moreno, another great pick, became champion. This is an amazing pick. And then moving on, we got Mark Diakes. Yeah, don't remember this guy, not even gonna lie. Justin Ledet did not age too well. Josh Emmett, and this is an alright pick. I'm not gonna say this is a great pick, but I think this is an alright pick, especially for the time, considering the longevity of Josh Emmett and where he's at now. It's an alright pick. Andrew Sanchez, definitely didn't age too well. Mike Perry, I'm not gonna say this is like an amazing pick because this guy's not even in the UFC anymore, but considering the resurgence that he's had in BKFC, I'll give it its credit. I mean, this is an alright pick. It's an alright pick. Yo, and then moving on into 2017, I can give you a minute to probably guess who you think would be number 1 in 2017, and there's no way you guess who it is. Bro, and number 1, they had Volkan Ozdemir, which isn't the craziest. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the craziest, but this guy definitely is not shit. Daniel Cormier beat this guy. I believe it's the only ranked win that Daniel Cormier still has, which is fucking impressive. Volkan Ozdemir is still around, but yeah, I mean, this was a crazy pick for the time. Who else was on this list? They had Cynthia Calvillo. It's an alright pick. Justin Gaethje, that's a good pick for 2017. I feel like that's a good pick. That aged well. Marlon Moraes is a good pick. I mean, considering what he went on to do, he went on to become champion, went on to knock out Aljo. It's just kind of towards the later years of his career, maybe it wasn't the best for him. Yo, Zabit Magomed Sharipov. Now this is a fucking pick. This is a fucking pick, bruh. The potential in this motherfucker, this is one of the biggest like top 10 what ifs in UFC. This actually isn't like a terrible list. This actually has a lot more recognizable names than 2015 and 16 did. Because going down this, we still got Paulo Costa, which isn't a terrible pick, especially for the time. I'm pretty sure he was undefeated at this time, so not a terrible pick. That's cool. Eric Anders, recognizable name, but honestly, that's a terrible pick. I'm not gonna lie, considering where Eric Anders is now in his career. It's terrible. Dominic Reyes, amazing pick for the time. Went on to whoop Jones' ass, but then following that, it's kind of rocky. But he's also making a resurgence now. I think he's like 3-0, 3 TKOs, right? Am I wrong? No, I believe it's 3. And bro, I think he gets one more if he beats Rakic. There's no way Dominic Reyes made a resurgence all the way back to the title shot. That's kind of crazy, but. And then Trevin Giles, again, recognizable name, but like where he's at now in his career, didn't age too well. But at the time, I'm sure this was actually a good pick. Yo, moving on into 2018, no duh. Obviously, they had Israel Adesanya at number 1. This guy came in fucking flaming hot, and in 2019, he won the belt. Considering what this guy's done, one of the middleweight goats, I mean, this is honestly a fucking amazing pick. But I mean, it kind of figures. Alex Hernandez, solid pick. I'm not gonna say it's terrible. He's still around, so I mean, it's not a terrible pick. Mackenzie Dern, good pick. I think for 2018, for the time, this is actually a good pick. I think she was a little untested here, but considering who her father was in the ground game, I think the UFC kind of knew that she was going to be a problem. Yeah, I actually like Mackenzie Dern, and not for the same reason that a lot of you motherfuckers do. Macy Barber, same thing. I like her pretty much the same as Mackenzie Dern. I mean, I think this aged a little bit worse than Mackenzie Dern, though. Yeah. Macy Barber isn't doing too hot right now. Mackenzie Dern's still a problem for anybody she's in there with. Sadiq Yusuf. This is interesting to me, man, because I would have never actually guessed this, especially tied with Peter Yan. I would have never fucking guessed this. What year did Peter Yan win the belt? Like 2020, 2021, I think. So Peter Yan actually made a decently quick run to the belt. Sadiq Yusuf. This is crazy, man. I didn't even know that he had like much history like this. But can't say this one aged too well. Peter Yan aged extremely well. I guess he's the deserving number 5. Sadiq Yusuf, this didn't age too well. I'm pretty sure he's unranked in featherweight right now. He got knocked out at 300. I haven't seen him fight since. Yeah, probably just not the best. Yo, going on to number 6, we got Brad Katona, and this is actually like an okay pick, I guess. This is a really interesting pick because he won tough, came in, I think he lost a couple fights, got released, won tough again. This guy literally won tough twice, I'm pretty sure. And then, he's back. So I can't say this is a terrible pick. I think this is probably the most interesting fucking pick. It's alright. At number 7, Weili Zhang. This is a great fucking pick, considering what she's went on to do, and she's actually one of the, she's a great person too, and she's one of the, women's goats. Yeah, this is actually a fucking great pick, bro. Weili Zhang's actually a dangerous motherfucker too. I would never want to fight this little girl. Yo, Johnny Walker. Bro, Johnny Walker. Are we playing? At number 8, they had Johnny Walker, bro. And just maybe at the time, this was hard when he, the elbow KO over Khalil Roundtree, because this is kind of this time when he was hurting himself doing the worm and shit. But this is actually a terrible fucking pick considering how it's aged now. And also, speaking of terrible picks, bro, Ronnie Barcelos, I mean, how old was this guy when he got fucking picked? This guy had to have been 30 already. I mean, I understand the ground game of this guy, but I never have seen Ronnie Barcelos as a threat. And I'm not even gonna lie, bro, couldn't even tell you who this is. Yo, going into 2019, we actually have Vivian Araujo. Didn't age too well. It's an alright pick, I guess. Greg Hardy, same thing. Didn't age too well towards the later half of his kind of career, but bro, I mean, this is still a crazy pick. Casey Kenny, can't even lie. Don't know this motherfucker. Can't say it aged well then. Muhammad Muradov. Again, bro, same thing as Casey Kenny. Can't say I even know this is. Ismail Durdiev. Now, this guy's actually still around. This is actually, this is a interesting pick. Aged well for sure. It's just, I'm not gonna say he's a crazy prospect. I don't see this guy winning a belt, but he was only 23 when this was picked, so I think he's 29 now, maybe 30. He's still around. It's just, I don't see him ever being anything. Now, this is actually probably the worst pick on any of these lists that they could have had from anything. This guy's literally on this list because of his fucking last name. This is actually terrible, dog. Considering how this guy's doing in the UFC now, I don't even think he should be in the fucking UFC. This is actually a terrible pick, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, moving on to number 4, we got Grant Dawson, bro. This is actually a good pick. This aged really fucking well. If you take away the Bobby Green loss, this actually has aged really good. This guy's a threat for anybody in the division. I want to see this guy versus Mateusz Gamrot. I think that's a sick fight. And yeah, man. Yo, next up though, Amanda Ribas. This is aged alright. She hasn't fallen out the rankings. She hasn't got her ass beat too bad. Yeah, this is alright, bro. Still gone. Now, at the time, this was a fucking generational pick. At the time, this was probably amazing. They actually thought this guy was gonna go on to be something great. But looking at it from where we are now, maybe not the best. Still a good pick. He's still top 5. He's still better than pretty much every heavyweight if you're not named Tom Aspinall or John Jones. This is or Francis Ngannou, I guess, but no, this is a good pick. But then at number 1, nobody would have fucking guessed this shit. We got Biggie Boy, bruh. At the time, this was probably a crazy pick. In 2019, this was probably a crazy fucking pick. This guy had hands like Derek Lewis. He's putting people out. But looking at it from where we are now, considering this guy just got dropped from the UFC, released from the UFC, but we still keep tied to Ivasa. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually insane. Yo, moving on to 2020, they had Chris Daukaus at number 10. It's an alright pick. It's really hasn't aged too well, to be honest, but it's an alright pick. You got number 9, we got Tom Aspinall. Generational pick. This is actually money. Yeah, considering where he's at now, considering most people are predicting him to be John, I'm kind of on the fence with that fight. I really don't know where I stand. No, I think this is actually fucking S tier level pick right here. Bro, speaking of S tier level pick, at number 8 they put Ilia Topuria, and this is again, this is a fucking amazing pick considering where this guy's at right now. Tom Aspinall and Ilia Topuria are two factors of 6 in the 3 biggest fights that you can make right now in the UFC. So you can't say that number 9 and number 8, these aren't the best picks. These should have been number 1 and number 2. This would have been key. Uses of law, bro. This is an A tier level pick. This isn't like, you know, Ilia Topuria or Tom Aspinall, but this is an A tier level pick, bro. Uses of law is really making his way up right now. He's not like, no, this guy's good, bro. This guy's actually good. I rate this guy highly, bro. Another fucking champion. They had Jamal Hill, and I'm pretty sure didn't they have Yuri Prohaska right under this. Bro, the 2020 was actually probably the best list of the last decade. I gotta relook these, but like probably the best list over the last decade. Bro, another champion in Jamal Hill, fucking sweet dreams. We got Yuri Prohaska, the guy that won it right before Jamal. I mean, this shit is deep. Chaos Williams. Okay, how the fuck is this at number 4? Yo, listen to me. How the fuck is Chaos Williams at number 4? This is actually terrible. Brandon Royval back on the A tier level picks, bro. Brandon Royval's a definite A tier level pick. Just considering where this guy is in the division right now. This guy's only lost to the champ, and I can't even think. Maybe Brandon Roy. I can't even think. Bro, Joaquin Buckley, generational motherfucking pick again, dog. This is and Hamza Chimaev. No, 2020 has to be undoubtedly the best fucking list. This is actually insane. All right, yo, moving into 2021, we got Pat Sabatini. Now this actually isn't too bad. This is a good pick. This is aged well. You know, I'll give it to him. This is aged well. Paddy Pimblett. Looking for more we're looking at now. This is aged amazing. People were probably laughing at this, probably just thinking that he was more of just a hype train. No, this is fucking legit. This is sick. Bruno Silva, not the worst pick. It's not the worst. It could have been better, but it's not the worst pick. This dude's not bad. You know, gatekeeper of middleweight pretty much. Terrence McKinney, yo, this is fuck, I can't lie, man. I want to say this is actually like an alright pick, but really this is not the best pick. He's such a KO or be KO'd kind of guy, bro. It's just like you can't say it's good. It's good when it's good, but when it's bad, it's more bad than the good is good, you know? Luke B. Godinez, she's still around. This is a good pick. I mean, it's an alright pick, whatever. Aaron Blanchfield, this is actually a good pick. This is a good fucking pick. I think this is probably a B to A tier level pick right here. This is definitely good. Chris Curtis, I love my man Chris Curtis, great guy. I actually don't want this guy to get cut from the fucking UFC. I'm not saying he's on his way, but I'm just saying, like, if he were to lose a certain amount of fights, like, he's not a name where they're gonna keep around, bro. Like, they're gonna cut him. He's not gonna get the Tony Ferguson treatment or something like that. Yeah, I like Chris Curtis, but this is like a C tier level pick, bro. I can't lie. Michael Chandler, again, this is another C tier level pick. They literally only put this guy here because of like the name value that he was bringing and like all the hype he was bringing. Besides that, bro, this guy would have been number fucking 10. Let's be real. Yo, Manny Fiora, though, this is a great pick. She's fighting for the belt next, and in my opinion, I do think she wins. She's a woman from Canada, no? Woman from Canada. Yeah, I'm not very high on most like Canadian fighters, but this girl is actually fucking. I think this girl's actually got some skill. I think she's hungry. If the bullet comes in there though, the bullet's always been a threat for anybody, no matter who you are. I think the bullet can actually like still win if she's hungry. She has to be hungry. But I think Manny Fiora is actually on a tear right now. She's got good potential. And Casey O'Neill being at number 1. Sorry. This is actually a terrible pick. I'm sorry. This is fucking dog shit. Yo, moving on to 2022, we had Andre Fiallo at number 10. It's an alright pick. I can't lie. It's could be worse, could be better. It's an alright pick. Raul Rojas Jr. definitely had him up here for the name and kind of like the age and shit, like just kind of the shock value that this kid was bringing. That's definitely why he's on here, but it's still a good pick. He's only had one loss to C-Rod, who's kind of a prospect killer. This is a good pick. Raul Rojas I think got hungrier after that one loss, and like, I think he's actually a safe pick. Michael Morales, shit, fucking great pick considering where he is now. If this dude beats Gilbert Burns next, I think this is actually one. I think Gilbert sticks around for one more, maybe retires, but no, I think Gilbert still has one more after this. But Michael Morales, bro, this is actually crazy. If he beats Gilbert, then I think this is a like a A tier level pick for sure. Anyways, moving on, bro. Natalia Silva. I'm just gonna say this is like a B tier level pick because of the longevity. She's still around. She's still a good fighter. I'm not gonna say still around. It's 2022. This is only like fucking 2 lists ago. You know what I mean? But not still around. Still a good fighter. Still in the rankings. So that's kind of fucking important. Chidi Njokuani. Interesting pick. Didn't age like the best, but still an interesting pick, especially for the time. This was a good pick. I actually don't know who this is. I can't even give an opinion, I'm not gonna lie. Tatsuro Taira. Now, this is a fucking crazy pick for 2022, bro. They knew who was coming for the belt. This was my pick not that long ago for the guy to beat Pantoja. I still think he actually has the skill set to beat Pantoja. I just don't know the path that he takes to get back to Pantoja, but we'll figure that shit out. It'll work itself out. Tatsuro Taira, bro, I'm pretty high on this guy. I actually really like this at number 4. Muhammad Mokaev at number 3. Again, makes fucking sense. To be honest, though, I don't know if Tatsuro Taira would have beat Muhammad Mokaev, but this is literally mini Hamzat Chimaev. I'm not lying. This guy is dead-ass mini Hamzat. It's, yeah, I don't know. Why would they cut this guy? I know because of all the problems and shit, but bro, bring this motherfucker back. What did he fight on? He fought on Brave FC, and he subbed the dude in like 1 round, and quick. So, yeah, I don't know. Jonathan Almeida, bro, again, this is like, I don't know, this is just like big Habib, but like less effective. This guy's not, I don't know. This dude is just terrible. I was like really happy when Curtis Blaze knocked him out, but seeing that he's kind of like coming back again, or somebody else needs to knock him out and quick, please. JDM, the fucking GOAT. Yeah. I think this next fight for him is this is aged really well. This is actually aged amazingly. I just think like the next fight for him is gonna be tough against Bilal. I think that's just gonna be real tough. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Anyways, this is aged fucking amazingly. This guy's fighting for the belt next. Undefeated still. Well, undefeated in the UFC at least. Yeah, great pick. Yo, going on to 2023 though, we got Rinya Nakamura. That's a good pick. This guy's still around. I don't remember the last time I seen him fight, but no, this is a good pick for sure. Who we got next? Oh, I can't even say I know who this is, bro. This is a 2023 list, and I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. Oh, this is insane. 2023 list, it's 2023 when Gabriel knocked out Terrence, bro. Was it that long ago already? Fuck. No, this was actually insane. Having brothers on a pick, this is fucking insane. No, this is actually fucking insane. This is like having the Diaz brothers on a fucking list together. Nazim Sadikov. Again, this is a good pick. This is like a C to B tier level pick. Still around, yeah, I don't know. It's an alright fucking pick. Luana Santos, good pick. This is like a B tier level, like higher echelon B tier level pick. This is good. Luana Santos is a good pick. Steve Urseg, bro, this guy actually had so much fucking potential. This was actually like a high A tier level pick, especially on the run that he was going on. But now, seeing where we're at now, yeah, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. Elvis Brenner is definitely a worse pick than Steve Urseg, though. I think Elvis Brenner is not that good, bro. Definitely not that good. Ikram Aliskerov, not bad. Only 2 losses to Hamzat and Robert Whittaker. Really not fucking bad. Former champion and most likely future champion. Also just got that knockout in round 1 over Andre Muniz. This is a good pick. Yeah, you gotta give it to him. That's a good pick. Bo Nickel, again, especially for the time, he was only on here for the hype that he was kind of bringing. But now seeing what he's done, I don't think his striking is really that good. I know he knocked out Val Woodburn, but like, bro, after seeing that Paul Craig fight, those like looping overhands, I get it, bro. Sometimes the looping overhand is necessary, but brother, that's all this guy was throwing. He would throw that shit, rush for a single leg, back up. As soon as Paul Craig was like backing up, bro, it was overhand. Like, it was the right overhand too. He wasn't even like swinging like a windmill. It was just the right overhand over and over. Hopefully he's really fixed that shit up. Rainier de Ritter striking isn't that good either, but that's his next fight, and yeah, I don't know, man. Anyways, Diego Lopez. This is a good fucking pick considering he just fought for the belt. He went on a crazy run. Lost to Movsar Evloev, still beat him on the path to the belt, though. I think that's fucking funny. But that just goes to show what some hype will do for you. With some highlights and some hype will do for you, bro. That's true shit. But yeah, Diego Lopez, good pick. Into 2024. Let's see, they had Carlos Prates at number 1. I'm pretty sure they had all the fucking fighting nerds on here besides Caio. Carlos Prates, good pick. I don't know about a number 1 pick though, bro. Like, I think it's just kind of the hype value for real. But yeah, Carlos Prates is number 1. It's alright pick. It's definitely like an A tier level pick. Kayla Harrison, S tier level pick. I'm predicting this girl to be champion. I fucking hope she's champion. Yeah, I like Caleb Harrison. I can't even lie to you, bro. Gene Silva at number 3, and then Mauricio Rufy at number 4. This just, it goes to show, like, just, this is, they're only on here for the hype. That's dead ass, but they're only on here for the hype. Can't lie. Felipe Lima, bro, like, all 3 of these guys, like, sure, they're all A-tier level picks. I don't really know what you want me to say. They're literally all, like, at the same fucking point right now. Besides maybe Carlos Barthes after losing to Ian Gary. Like, I don't know. Felipe Lima, it's an alright pick, but it's a C-tier level pick. Zhangmin Yang, I didn't even know this guy was around in 2023. What the fuck? I'll say this is like a B-tier level pick. I need to see more from him, bro, because KOing Anthony Smith and whoever this dude is, it's not enough, man. Albon Elliott, I rate this. I think this is a good pick. This is definitely like a lower echelon A-tier level pick. This is good. I think Albon Elliott actually has like a lot of potential, and I'm actually rooting for this guy. I like his personality too. I'm rooting for this dude. At number 8, Vinicius Oliveira. Standout pick. This is a good fucking pick considering the highlight knockout that this dude got. And then actually I think it's in this fucking fight, yeah. And then beating a Nurmagomedov in his next fight with a broken rib. Bro, this kid's definitely tough as shit. This is real Lionheart. This kid, no, this is a good fucking pick for sure. Loner Kavanagh. Yeah, this is a good pick. This is a C-tier level. No, it's a B-tier level pick. This is a good pick for sure. And then MVP should not have been on this list at this time. I think at this time maybe he beat Kevin Holland. Yeah, I don't think he should be, bro. If anything, he should be on a 2025 one after the Kevin Holland and the Shara Bullet win. But that, like, he definitely decreased stock in losing that Ian Gary fight. So like, I don't know. I don't think he should have been on this, but can't be mad at it. Yo, and last but not least, 2025, they don't have rankings like a prospect list out yet. So I'm just gonna throw a couple names in here that I think should be like a prospect. I'm not gonna name obviously guys like fucking, I don't know. I'm gonna try to keep it like pretty realistic and like kind of okay. Like number 1, Randy Brown should be number 1 on my 2025 list. I think I'd put Randy Brown. Joshua Van needs to go on there for sure. Joshua Van. I was looking at somebody else too. Gene Silva. I think Gene Silva's now like Gene Silva and Mauricio Rufy are now, I think, like deserving to be on a like, oh shit, future champ potential prospect kind of list. I think now they deserve that shit. Carlos Barthes, no sir. I can't really think of any besides those 4 on the top of my head. I'm not gonna say Waldo Cortez Acosta. Maybe I'd throw him down at like a 8 or 9 ranking though. I don't think he's like 5. I do rate Waldo Cortez Acosta. Maybe throw him down at like an 8 or 9. Man, I don't even know. Manny Figueroa writes another pick, but she's fighting for the belt and she was already on the list, so I'm not gonna throw that shit on there. I'm trying to think of like outside the rankings too. That's why I only thought of Randy Brown. I can't think of anybody else that's outside of the rankings that's got to win this year that I'm like, oh shit, like okay, this kid's on. Maybe throw MVP back on there, like I was saying. Anyways, guys, that was reacting to the top 10 UFC prospects that they had listed down that they thought was going to be some hot shit over the last decade. I thought 2020 was fucking banger. They actually had some like crazy picks on here. Where was it? Yeah, 2020 was actually this was generational. This is crazy. But anyways, bro, besides that, man, let me know who you guys would put on your 2025 prospect list. And besides that, like, sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one, bro. Peace.